So the dignitaries on the dais and the participants who have attended this gracious occasion, a very good morning to all of you. See, my one-point agenda for the speech today would be a scheme which we are implementing with full force and vigor all over the state, in association with a lot of academic institutions, various training institutions, both in the private sector and in the public sector. So we all remember 3-4 months back, our Honorable Chief Minister had come out with a program called the Vision 2023. It is actually a vision document which says the milestones and which says the goals the state has to reach within a period of 10 years from now on, and the financial allocations and what are all the basic things that has to be done. All those things are covered in that document. And one of the main objectives and one of the main thrust areas in the Vision 2023 document is to develop a big pool of trained and talented manpower within the state of Tamil Nadu, so that not only Tamil Nadu will reap the benefits, but it can also be a prime mover for the entire country as well. So my dear friends, we all know that without human talent, without manpower, without talented manpower and skill, nothing can be accomplished in this world, whatsoever the capital input or organizational capacity or whatever we have at our disposal. So given that in mind, the Tamil Nadu Skill Development Mission, which is now a Section 25 company, Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation, which has been recently converted into a company, non-profit company, has been allotted a big sum of rupees 100 crores for this financial year to roll out various training programs. And apart from that, we are continuously implementing a very major scheme called the Modular Employability Skills Scheme under the skill development initiatives of the Government of India. I would like to explain that scheme in a very simple manner so that a lot of academicians are here, a lot of correspondents from various colleges and universities. We have got the Vice Chancellor from the Periyar Maniamma University. So I think this is the right forum for me to speak about this scheme, which is now doing very well in the state of Tamil Nadu. And I would also like to proudly add that in terms of the membership of the vocational training providers, Tamil Nadu stands the first in the country. So this scheme, this Modular Employability Skills Scheme, actually works on the principle of various skill training programs offered through a short-term duration through various institutions, colleges, like engineering colleges, arts colleges, polytechnics, ITIs, both private and government sector, and various private training institutions, NGOs, and whatever industries, whatever organization that has the capacity to train and to impart the skills to the students, they can be enrolled as vocational training providers with our department. And it is a very low-cost affair. It only costs 2,000 rupees for the process of enrollment. And once the institution gets enrolled with us, they can choose from an array of 1,500 plus modules that the Government of India has rolled out. And as per the capacity and as per the availability of tools, equipments, and the trained manpower to impart the training, the institutions can start rolling out those training programs to all the students seeking for those particular modules fully free of cost. So it doesn't require any payment or any tuition fee or any other fee from the part of the students. On the other hand, the training institutions will be promptly reimbursed through the funds of the Government of India, which will be released through a society which we have formed. And it has a small technical process in that, which is very, very simple also. So far in the state of Tamil Nadu, we have got around 900 plus institutions like this who have enrolled with us as vocational training providers. And last financial year, we have surpassed the target given to us by the Government of India. And this year also, we are hopeful that we will be covering more than 300% of the target allotted to us by the Government of India. So the basic thing is like this. The modules range from computers to heavy engineering like welding, fitting, some other mechanical trades, medical trades, and trades related to entertainment and so on and so forth. So if you can go through the website sdi.mes.gov.in, so it will be very self-explanatory and it will be very simple, so you can all understand it very easily. And it's not only that the institution can have the satisfaction of meeting its social demands from the people, particularly from the underprivileged and from the lower sections of the economic strata, but also it can work out as a business model for all the institutions, a parallel business model which can also give a steady flow of revenue to the organizations, which can in turn be used for the development of the institutions in whatever way that is required. So this scheme was floated with a view to utilize the available existing infrastructure of laboratories and various equipments and machineries in all the private sector institutions. So it is an inclusive growth involving all the private sector institutions to enable them to realize their full potential and to make use of their existing facilities to the fullest level, so that the common man, see, the government cannot start training institutions in each and every village or each and every place. That is a little impractical. On the other hand, if a model can be created whereas the energy of the private sector, energy of the institutions can be tapped in a systematic manner and in a very prudent fashion, it will ultimately benefit the society. Creation of a talented manpower pool, which can be readily available for employment in the private sector, in the government sector, and even in the international arena. Number two is, it is a very sad fact that today we have, in the breakfast session, we had discussions with some academicians. So we all have to agree the fact that most of our students who are passing out of various higher educational institutions are a little unequipped, basically in the sense in soft skills, in technical skills, and in various other skills due to various reasons. And it is the bounden duty of not only the government, but also the academic world as a whole to bridge this gap and to equip those people in a fitting manner. So because of this, the social tension that will be prevailing because of unemployment will be curtailed to a great extent, because immediately on getting some skills imparted, he or she will be suitably equipped to be employed in some private sector industries, or even if he is suitably enough, he is equipped suitably enough, he or she may be employed even in many companies abroad. Because so many countries, one more thing which I would like to say is, India is having a very great advantage of a positive demographic divide, in which the majority of the population of today we have is from 18 to 35 years. The age group is 18 to 35 years. So in order to reap the benefits of this positive demographic divide, we will have to gear up and come up with a lot of new innovative things which only the government cannot do, the government alone cannot do. So it has to come out and tap the potential of the private sector, and that is why we are continuously encouraging the private sector's participation. And so far, I am very, very happy to say that a lot of encouraging trends have been identified, and a lot of good growth we were able to see in the past couple of years from the private sector side. And from the corporate side also, we have got some reasonable feedback about the quality of training and about the people that they are getting, particularly after this training. So in this backdrop, I would like now to put my offer straight away to all the institutions who are present here in this good occasion. I should thank ICT Academy for arranging such kind of meetings in a periodical fashion, because through such forums we were able to propagate the idea, to spread this message of the good scheme and all. And that is why we were able to generate a strength of more than 900 plus institutions. So We will give our official mail IDs. So in any case, if you have some queries, already I have given the website, address of the website. It is very self-explanatory and it is very simple. And many of the big academic institutions and many organizations have already joined us, and they're doing a very good job. So I would like to break here, and I would like to spend some 5 minutes if any queries are there. When I would have loved to be here throughout, but we have one more major training program. We have an inauguration of a major training program in association with Bharat Heavy Electricals through the Welding Research Institute. That is a world-class training facility. So that inauguration is starting in a short while from now, so I have to rush through, otherwise I could have remained here throughout. So if you have any, this is very simple, and I mean, without much ado, I have given all the necessary things that you should know about our scheme. If you have any queries specifically, I'll be really very happy to answer that.
Possibly there are so many third parties, they are evaluating the. Yeah, myself Ramchandran, Vice Chancellor, Periyar Maniamma University, Thanjavur. I am very happy that a young gentleman with a lot of mission onto his fold has made us a director for the government of Tamil Nadu, and that to establishing a Section 25 company for skill development. It's a very complimentary to all our academic institutions. Sir, my one botheration is very much for the last couple of months, I would say. Government of India, they have identified an organization, possibly you may be knowing, called Aspiring Minds. If not, please kindly you go through Aspiring Minds, AM shortly. They came out with a lot of studies. In that studies, they also made the employability levels almost all over the country, all the states. If you see in terms of the different levels, the graph shows Tamil Nadu considered to be in the bottom line. This is on 2011 report. But 2012 report also is in the pipeline. But Honorable MHRD Minister released that report. I do not know why. Maybe what you say, out of employable graduates, Tamil Nadu having got more number of engineering colleges, more number of technical institutions, more number of outcome out of 5 lakhs engineers in the country, maybe quantity is more, and placement part of it, employment part of it, we may be lagging due to, as you rightly said, there are so many unequipped graduates who are passing out. There may be the reason. My only suggestion to you, maybe you will have to make a very strong study on this, exactly what are those problems and how those problems to be out. Sir? Okay. Yeah, whatever it is, yes.
So we have our Commissioner of Technical Education, Kumar Jain sir will be answering.
Very fine, very fine. I'm only, just throwing information which I am studied and I am bothered. Okay. I am very much concerned about it, being an academician in this part of Tamil Nadu. So possibly this we to seriously apply. This is not that only to director or to the Commissioner of Technical Education. This is for all of us. And this we must seriously work on it, sir. This is my suggestion and observation.
Thanks for your... Sir, I would like to answer your query first of all, after which the Commissioner will take over. There were a lot of studies conducted both at the national level and the state level, macro level studies and micro level studies conducted by various institutions, sponsored by the government and on their own also. One of those things what you have mentioned, the Aspiring Minds might have been a study conducted on their own. And the Government of India's National Skill Development Corporation, they have come out with an independent study on a macro level, state level, and then they did some micro level study at the district level also. And as an outcome of that study, they have identified 19 high growth sectors where the demand as of now what it is and what will be the demand in the next 5 years and what will be the demand in the next 10 years and so on. So they have extrapolated that demand using various tools and techniques of, as an academician, I'm sure you must be knowing statistical tools and all that, and they with collating with the ground data they have collected, they have come out with some figures, and based on that, in the vision document that is also in the website, for all of your friends here, all of the friends here, you can also browse the Tamil Nadu government's website where the document of Vision 2023 document is very much there. We have arrived at a number of skilling 20 million people in a span of 10 years. So that is the skill gap that we have been able to identify because of these various studies. And the skill gap of 20 million means roughly 2 crores has been split up into various sectors, and those sectors are 19 in number. The fast growing, high growth track sectors we have identified based on these studies. Like for example, automobile, construction, electronics, leather sector, gems and jewelry, IT, BPO, so many things we have identified. And we are inching slowly towards achieving those goals by incorporating various institutions through schemes like this, so that those sectors will be supplied with qualified manpower in a span of these 10 years. So we are governed by already a set of defined parameters through well conducted studies both at the ground level and well collated studies at at a much higher level. So all the data is readily available with us, and our entire program is guided by all those professional studies. So I think I have answered your question. It's difficult to answer the questions of academicians generally.
My name is Srinivasan. I am from Pava Institutions, Namakkal. The skilling part of the people who are going to train the candidates, is it being taken care by your group, or it has to be funded for themselves by the colleges itself?
You mean the trainers?
Typically train the trainers concept.
Okay. See, actually, as of now, we are relying upon the already available technical manpower and the academic manpower in the institutions of various colleges and various universities. And the main aim of our program is to utilize all the existing human and physical capital in the spare hours of the college and in the weekends and all that. So as of now, the existing manpower can be utilized. And if in the future, if there is a demand for train the trainers in specific areas, that also will be funded through our corporation.
I have a suggestion. If you can look at standardizing the material for training,
yeah,
that will really be good.
We have done it.
So that there will be uniformity.
Yeah. See, we have this MES program, this Modular Employability Skills, has a very detailed syllabus with the curriculum and what are all the necessary things that are to be in the laboratories, in all the other facilities, if this training has to be imparted, and what should be the qualifications of the instructors and all that. All those things you can see in that website, sdi.mes.gov.in.
Thanks a lot.
Skill Development Initiative Modular Employability Skills mes.gov.in.
Thanks a lot.
Already I have had a discussion with your correspondent in the breakfast session, and he has invited me on the 6th of September for a function in your college, for which I have given a word of concurrence on the basis of a condition, that I'll be attending that if your institution gets enrolled with us as a vocational training provider. Okay. So I think time is getting short, and I have also been given a gentle reminder to close the show. Before I leave, I will also give our official mail ID, DET Chennai, Director Employment Training Chennai @gmail.com, and DET TNSDM, Tamil Nadu Skill Development Mission @gmail.com. So any queries, any thing you want to get clarified, please you go through the website, or if you find it difficult in accessing all those things, just give us a mail, and our regional officials will get in touch with you, and please make use of this opportunity. It is a wonderful opportunity. This is a very good scheme where the list of do's is a very, very long list than the list of don'ts. So it is a very flexible scheme and a very good scheme. Please make use of it. And it's not only a social angle that I'm talking. In the modern days concept, there is also a business model involved in this. So please make use of it. And I specifically thank the authorities of the ICT and the officials, and Commissioner Sir will be also talking on some technical subjects. So since I have to go to some other place for a function, I'll just cut here myself, and thank you and all the best.